Welcome to our campus. I'm Lindsay Newton. The Student Government Association's mission on campus is to effectively represent the students of UALR, provide needed services for them, and to further the interests of UALR and its students. Here with us today is SGA President Simone Lewis to give us an inside look on the Student Government Association. Thanks for joining us, Simone.
Thanks for having me.
When did you take office and how long is your term?
I took office on May 1st, and the term is 1 year, and it's like that every year. It's May 1st to May 1st.
What are your key roles as president?
My key roles right now are to initiate legislation and to administer the office, and also create new programs for SGA and other students, and to assign them to university committees around campus.
What are some of those programs?
Some of the programs we implemented this year were Reach 12,000, we did Hunger Banquet, we're working on a final exam policy and other things like that as far as resolutions and making the school better.
Who all makes up your administration?
We have myself, the vice president, the chief of staff, chief justice, and the secretary.
What has your administration accomplished?
We've accomplished so far, reached 12,000. We reached over 14,000 items for the year. We accomplished a goal for our Hunger Banquet, and we've accomplished reaching more diversity in student government, and we only have one more campaign goal, which is to create the 24-hour study center.
And what can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, basically, it's for students. We're up around 2 or 3 in the morning, and we don't have anywhere to print off our items, or if we have class at 7 or 8 in the morning, the library is not open at 7 in the morning. So if they were open 24 hours a day, more students would use it. And basically, that's just a research process because we've been working on it for 2 years. So hopefully we can get that off the ground next year.
Can you tell us a little about Blinded?
Blinded is focused on diversity around campus, and I think the cool thing about it is we'll be in circles and about 8 people, and you won't know who you're talking to, and that's the reason it's called Blinded. You'll be blindfolded while you're talking about diverse issues such as gender inequality, racism on campus, and other things like that.
How does one join the Student Government Association?
Well, you can either run for a position. The only way to become an exec is to run for a position, or you can be nominated to be a justice. That would be an associate justice, or you can be nominated during the year to be a senator. But we always have elections in the fall, and we have elections in the spring. Fall is for member-at-large senators and other Senate positions for colleges who haven't been filled yet. And then the spring is always for every college and executive positions.
Okay. Is there a website with more information?
Mm-hmm. You can always find information at ualr.edu/SGA.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about what your administration had, like the goals for the year?
Well, one of the biggest goals was reach 12,000, and another goal is to do the final exam policy, because as it stands now, if you have 2 or more exams on a final test day, it's up to the professor to decide whether or not you can move your exam. But if we had a final exam policy and stand in place, then you wouldn't have to worry about if your professor just doesn't care, or if you have a professor that does care. You don't know that throughout the year. So this will help out a lot. And if you were to have 2 or more exams or 3 exams on the exact same day, then you'll be able to move your exam to a different test day.
Okay, and you've mentioned Reach 12,000 a couple times. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us what exactly that is?
Well, Reach 12,000 is a community-wide initiative, school-wide and in the community, to raise items for the Arkansas Food Bank. It was for Thanksgiving and for Christmas, and it was started by last year's administration because Arkansas, we're at the low end of the totem pole as far as food goes, and I think it was a really great job for us, and we reached over 14,000 items, so hopefully we can do that again next year.
Okay. Well, that's all the time we have for today on our campus. I've been talking to the president of SGA, Simone Lewis. The Student Government Association is always looking for motivated leaders on campus to participate in the organization. For more information, visit their website at www.ualr.edu/SGA.